Most serial killers have been documented throughout the centuries, as well as the research between male and female serial killers. A male serial killer will likely murder because of childhood trauma or rejection from the opposite sex. Most times, their victims will be a stranger because of either power or sexual pleasure they get from killing a person, while a female serial killer will have motive for either financial gain or revenge on someone they know. Most times, their victims vary, but most likely, they will know the victim. Male serial killers tend to use extreme violence with a weapon or strangulation to their victims, while a female serial killer mutilates or poisons their victims. Mutilation usually happens during the heat of the moment, while poisoning is deemed more personal. An example, Velma Barfield during the 1970s always had death occurring around her, starting from the death of her first husband to a patient that she took care of. It wasn't until in 1978 where Barfield's boyfriend died of unknown causes. During the autopsy, arsenic was found, and because of a tip, made the decision to exhume the body of her second husband that died of similar causes, only to find traces of arsenic. She was convicted of murder that year and was executed by lethal injection in 1984. Centuries earlier, poison was not always used for financial gain, but to help women in unhappy marriages, especially during the Renaissance era, where women did not have the same freedom as women do today, mainly because women did not have the choice to pick a suitor without their father's permission. During the 17th century, a woman decided to take matters into her own hands and help women that are in abusive marriages by giving them a way out by using makeup. Giulia Tofana owned a cosmetic company during the 17th century and made the decision to turn her business into a secret poison factory, along with her daughter and 3 employees. Her poison consisted of the following: arsenic, lead, and belladonna. Belladonna is least surprising of her concoction, due to it being a beauty standard to dilate the eyes of someone's pupil around this era. It did cause blindness with excessive use, and lead was used for makeup back then until October 30th, 2018. Giulia first mixed her poison into powder makeup, and her clients would do the rest by mixing the powder into their victim's food. This lasted until she made a vial of poison, stirring it up by making it appear to be a holy religious oil by the name Manna of Saint Nicholas of Bari. The liquid poison in this vial was odorless, colorless, and tasteless. This poison could kill someone with at least 4 drops sporadically. Over the span of nearly 50 years, she achieved in helping cause over 600 men to die from poisoning, and would have been more if a client of hers did not get cold feet. During the 1650s, a woman decided to buy a vial of aqua tofana to poison her abusive husband. As instructed, she put some poison into the soup she prepared, and as her husband was about to eat, the client started to feel guilty and stopped him. He demanded that she tell him the truth, and she placed full blame on Giulia Tofana. Giulia was warned of her arrest and fled to a church in Rome, requesting sanctuary. Her moment of peace was short-lived until rumors spread that she poisoned the water, and the church was stormed. She was turned over to authorities and tortured into telling the truth. Giulia was executed, along with her daughter and 3 employees, on July 1659. Some of her clients received punishment by either imprisonment or execution. Unfortunately, Giulia Tofana's life before these events is a mystery. All that we are left with are speculations.